Hello world, welcome to Africa Let's Talk. My name is Collins Kofi Upon. You can call me Mr. Beyond. And of course, you have joined this conversation. Please do me a favor, share the videos, invite your friends, and let's get into this conversation right about now. Like I mentioned, my name is Collins Kofi Upon. You can always call me Mr. Beyond. Tonight, we are having an important community education on boosting your health with fitness as a focus of the residents of Brooklyn Park. But of course, this is for everybody who believes in fitness and who believes in health. This conversation will actually center on the importance of fitness. We will also discuss some of the barriers to fitness, commitment to fitness, and of course, practical ways that people can stay fit based on their personal needs. The objective of this community broadcast is to encourage everyone, especially Brooklyn Park residents, to regularly exercise to improve physical and mental health, leading to a longer and healthier life. My guest today is Coach Val Fleurantin. She is the founder of VF Solutions, a company with a mission to reduce health disparities among Black and Brown people. Coach Val is also a CDC certified lifestyle coach and group fitness instructor who has worked in top industry fitness companies. This community conversation or broadcast is by the kind courtesy of the City of Brooklyn Park ARPA funding program. Please, wherever you are, help me welcome my guest for today, Coach Val. It's good to see you. How are you?
I'm great. It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's so awesome to really have you. As I introduced you, was there anything I left out that you would like to add?
No, you got me covered.
Absolutely. If you join the conversation, my name is Collins Kofi Upon. We would like for everyone to really be part of this. And if you have any questions for Coach, you are more than welcome to please leave them in the comment box. We are live on Facebook as well as YouTube and also on LinkedIn. What we want to find out from you is that your fitness program is gaining admirable attention within our community, and it's helping many people reassess their fitness. Can you share with us what actually inspired you to venture into fitness?
Well, fitness has been part of my life for a long time. I've struggled with my weight ever since I was a child. I yo-yoed, which means, I gain weight, I lose weight, so on and so forth. But there was a point when in about 2014, when I was going through a divorce, and I used fitness as therapy.
Mm.
And I went through my own fitness journey, ups and downs through that. But during that 2014 specifically, it's because I was really, really into it, because I was really using it as therapy, because I was going through my divorce. I quit my job at that time. I went on a sabbatical to reassess my life. And during my sabbatical, I was listening to a radio station, and they talked about the health disparities that exist in Minnesota, but specifically in North Minneapolis, for Black and Brown people. And I was like, that sounds crazy. Because when I came here, so I'm from Haiti originally,
Okay.
and I lived in Florida, and I came here to work. So when I came here, they said it was one of the healthiest states in the nation. So I was like, okay, so this data that made no sense to me. So I prayed about it. Actually, I was in the car livid, and I said, you know what? I think this is where I want to make an impact. This is where I want to make a change, and that's where it started.
That is amazing indeed. Anytime we identify problems or issues in our community and taking the step to work at it is most rewarding. Thank you so much for actually heeding to that inspiration to get into fitness. Of course, the next part of the conversation we want to find out is, can you describe your fitness philosophy and your approach to helping people achieve their goals?
Absolutely. So there are probably many parts to this. One is, I created what is called Afrokaribe dance fitness. And like I mentioned, I'm from Haiti, and it was very important that we have something that speaks to us, right? So, I've done other fitness, and I've been in other in gyms and this and that, and there was a lack of representation for us. And so I wanted to create something that celebrated my culture and also spoke to Black and it actually speaks to everyone, but it's made for us, right? And another part of the philosophy is really meeting people where they are.
Meeting people where they are. Wow.
Meet people where they are. Because fitness and health and wellness in general is a journey. It's not a sprint. If you are trying to do it to go to the wedding, or you're trying to, because it's a lifestyle change that is needed. And then losing the weight, those things come as part of changing the lifestyle. And what I found in that, because I am who I'm speaking about, went through the journey myself, changing my lifestyle helped me maintain my weight loss and all of that longer.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. And of course, when you mentioned that it's not just about you or somebody who just working out for that wedding, I was that person some time ago. I'm like, yeah, let me go and gym a little bit, and so that I can look good in my suit to that wedding. But like you said, it's a journey, and it's not a one-off thing. If you join the conversation, please, you are more than welcome to leave your comment as well. You have any questions whatsoever for Coach Val, please, this is the time to do so that we can get it right on this conversation. Of course, the next thing we'd like to find out is, when it comes to staying fit, how do we assess someone's fitness level and plan a personalized fitness routine for them? Because people don't even know where to start. They get confused. Okay, what is my style? What should I do? So how do we really assess people's fitness level?
Okay, so first you're going to assess yourself. You're going to listen to your body. You know actually where you are. The thing is that a lot of people don't try different things, right? So we're looking at Instagram or Facebook, and we see people doing all of these burpees and hanging upside down and doing all of these fancy things. If you start by just walking, just walking. That helps, right? And so there are so many different ways of approaching fitness and movement. So there's swimming, there's biking, you just really need to try different things. For me, I connected with music, right? So when I first started, I um I was probably 30 pounds overweight, but it was the weight, and then it was also that my health was impacted, right? So now my numbers are looking crazy. My cholesterol, my I'm pre-diabetic, so on and so forth. These things are happening. And so when I was like, okay, well, I need to do something, right? And something that I'm gonna stick to. So I went to class and I tried different things. You have to try different things. I'm not a personal trainer, so I do not prescribe specific routines for people, right? But the way that my class is set up is that you can start anywhere. I've had folks that started, if you look at the demographic in my class, you'll see 4 years old to about 80 years old. So I have a mama in class, she's 81. She has Alzheimer's, and the doctor actually told her to keep doing that because it's helping, right? But mama does what she can, 4-year-old does what she can, and you do what you can. And that really applies to really any class. It's really your mindset when you go into class. Oh, this person is looking at me. Oh, the embarrassment and this and that. No, you're going there for you, and you're assessing your level, and you're listening to your body, and you're doing what you can. And that's where I need to have the balance in meeting them where they are.
Well, that is a golden advice, because I know of a lot of people who are influenced by what they see others do, and then they try to do the same, but it might not necessarily be working for you. Once again, this is African Let's Talk. We are having a great conversation, which is actually made possible by kind courtesy of the City of Broken Park's ARPA funding, and we are looking into fitness, boosting your health with fitness. And my guest, like I mentioned earlier, is Coach Val Fleurantin. She's the founder of VF Solutions. We'll be telling you more about what she does. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, please, you are more than welcome to leave them in the comments box, and we will definitely go into it. Of course, now what we'd like to look into is that from your personal experience and also the others that you have worked with, what are the major benefits of fitness to the individual? Because sometimes it becomes like a cliche, oh, fitness is so important. But from your own experience and learning from others, what would you say are the major benefits of fitness?
So many. Of course, it's managing your weight if that's what's important to you, right? But really reversing diseases.
Reversing diseases. Wow.
Reversing diseases, right? So you have a combination of nutrition and fitness, but when you add the fitness and the movement, there is the reversing of diseases. I've seen people get off of diabetes medicine. I've seen people where their A1C was super high, that's calmed down from pre-diabetes. So they were pre-diabetic and they're no longer. And increased mobility. That has been because you're building depending on what you're doing, there's cardio and then there's building muscle. I can't tell you enough how important it is for your body to build muscle, to support your bones and to support. Yeah, it's just so amazing. If I would say there was a fountain of youth, I would say lifting weight is it. And what you're eating. I'm never gonna leave that out. But lifting weights, and the aches and pains that you feel in your body. People sit down for 8 hours and they're like, oh, this hurt, that hurt, this hurt, and I don't want to go work out because I'm hurting. In actuality, if you got up and went to work out, that would actually help. And I've experienced it with myself with my back going out. When I've had a period where I didn't work out, my back goes out, so on and so forth, and it totally All I have to do is go in and start lifting some weight and moving my body. Other things is increase self-confidence, reduce anxiety and depression. Actually, that actually shocked me. I
Wow.
really didn't focus on that until I heard the testimonies of people after people that come to my class, the joy that it brings, the way that it just it clears your head, clears your mind, increase energy. I benefit from that. I can be dragging, dead tired. I go in, I have a second win, I have a second life.
Wow.
Every time. Every time. I never come out more tired than I went in. And lastly, better sleep. It helps you sleep.
Interesting, especially for many people who always complain about inability to sleep.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Thank you so very much. Of course, we've always taken it for granted, but the importance and the benefits of fitness is quite amazing. The fact that it can reverse sickness or ailments is one that is so important to me. Of course, the next thing that I would like to know is how important are nutrition and lifestyle when one is considering a fitness routine. Because sometimes we will try to start something, but we are focused on the fitness and not necessarily the nutrition and also the lifestyle that we live, especially at the time of doing the fitness.
Absolutely. So I can tell you this: you will never, if your nutrition is not intact, right? So if you are not watching your lifestyle and how you're taking in foods and balancing out how you take in your nutrition, if your goal is to lose weight, then you will have trouble, right? So it depends on what your goal is, right? So you have fitness helps the mind, helps the body, and so on and so forth. Nutrition helps with the mind and the body and all of those things too, but it also helps majorly in reducing your weight if that is your goal. Nutrition is actually 75 to 80% of your journey between fitness. Yes. So it's actually pretty important.
Wow, that is amazing. So we can do, it's like it goes hand in hand when one wants to start fitness routine.
Absolutely. I can share with you that, I when I started my journey, so I failed Weight Watchers like 3 or 4 times. Okay.
Oh wow.
When
it doesn't look like it.
But that's when I changed my mind. I wanted to change my lifestyle. I didn't want to lose weight just to lose weight. I wanted to change my lifestyle for a couple of different reasons. I have a young son. He's 15 years old. I would love, everybody thinks about leaving generational wealth. I think about also leaving generational health. That means I don't want to pass down the things that my mother had, the things that my grandma, I don't have to. Just because they had it doesn't mean that I have to have it, right? And so for that, I changed my mind because I have a son and I have a why, right? I struggled so much at the beginning when it was like, I'm doing all of this exercise and I'm not losing weight. And it was because my nutrition was imbalanced, right? And so once I figured out the balance between my nutrition and my fitness, and I put those things together, then my weight was impacted. That's what happens. But it's, focusing on the lifestyle, because that'll take you a longer way than trying to do some foolery. There's so many different things out there that you can try. But what is going to work for you? I like to go out and go to happy hour. Okay. I like to eat. So I need to change my lifestyle and balance things out so that I can live a life that I love to live.
Wow. Wow, that is great. That is great. Thank you so very much. You're not leaving anything out. We want to encourage people to continue the lifestyle they want, but of course, to make the choices that can help them on their journey of fitness. Once again, this is African Let's Talk. We are having a conversation about boosting your health with fitness. The objective of this community broadcast is to encourage everyone, especially residents of Brooklyn Park here in Minnesota, to regularly exercise for improved physical and mental health, leading to longer and healthier life. Our guest today is Val, or Coach Val Fleurantin, and we are having such an amazing conversation. So please share the video and invite your friends as we go on into this conversation. Of course, the next part of, I believe you've actually touched on it, which is about examples of some successful transformations that you have seen in people who took up fitness through your encouragement. What we want you to do is to kind of give a summary. So if somebody just joined us, they can actually learn that there are practical examples of people who are getting good results because they took up fitness.
Of course, managing weight is one of them. Managing and losing weight, reversing diseases, increase mobility, increase sleep, increase energy, decreasing anxiety and depression. Oh my gosh. Like I said, that was a big one for us. And really increasing self-confidence.
Increasing self-confidence. So these are all amazing testimonials and practical transformations that people are experiencing because they added fitness to their routine or to their life. And of course, at this point, what we want to know is that the big question about how people can stay committed. I cannot tell you all the people I know who try to start this and they are not able to stay committed and accountable throughout the fitness journey. So how can people stay committed and accountable throughout the fitness journey?
I do two things, and I'm going to speak personally. I know my why, right? My why is my son, and I want to age gracefully, and I want to have quality of life, right? Those are my whys. Second, having balance in changing my lifestyle. I'm not doing, I have nothing against keto. I have nothing against this and that. But for me, doing extremes did not work, right? So, I'm going to go on a low carb diet or this and that, or no meat diet or no this diet, or no, none of those things for me, for longevity. I really managed my weight for, through my lifestyle from 2014 to 2020. 2020 actually hit me hard, where now I'm actually bouncing back into my routine and reinventing my lifestyle to what it was before, because I let it go disarray because my mind just couldn't deal with everything that was happening. So really, changing your lifestyle will help. Having balance, right? I had balance when I started working out. I was just like, you know what? I can only do 3 days. And so I did 3 days. I stayed committed to myself for those 3 days, right? And I like I said, I love to eat. I love to go out. I love to, eating. There's so much social and love and things that come through eating. We associate eating with all of that, right? All of those things, weddings, parties, birthdays, right? But it's really having a balance. And having a lifestyle behind it so that you're staying balanced throughout it. So that's my advice.
Wow, that is your advice. And of course, I know this is a good advice that many people can actually take something from it in order to stay committed and accountable throughout the fitness exercise. Of course, from your experience as well, we want to know, what would you say is the best fitness routine for people with different fitness levels, ages, and health conditions to consider? If somebody is trying to figure out, okay, where do I start? What could be the best fit for me?
Yes. So first I would get cleared from my doctor every time, right? Understanding what is going on with my body, right? There are so many different things. Like I said, walking is the most simple thing that you can actually do. And I know that I'm saying that taking taking that for granted. Not everybody can walk, but walking for most of us is like really the most simple thing that you can do. Um, Knee issues, water, chair exercises. YouTube is your friend. Okay. YouTube is your friend for understanding different ailments and where you can start. You can start in small increments. People always think, oh, I have to do 60 minutes of class, when they come to my class. And I'm like, no, you don't have to do that. What you need to do is actually listen to your body. And then you're doing it in increments because your body's getting used to it every time you come, and you're building stamina and you're building resistance. You're building all of these things as you come more and more often, right? And then you do what you can. You do what you can. You don't have to be the instructor. You don't have to be the people in the first two rows. You just really need to do what you can.
Yes. Wow, that is great. There is a comment that actually appeared on one of the pages, and I believe it came in from Mr. Imwangi. He said, excellent conversation. It takes a lot of effort on my part to eat healthier and laugh more often, but I'm working on it. The pace of life is too quick. However, the first step toward achieving success is striking a healthy balance. Indeed, striking a healthy balance. Thank you so very much for the comments. I actually appreciate it. You can keep your comments coming in and let us hear from you how you are doing it. How inspired are you? Conversations like this, and how are you using fitness, or how are you being encouraged to actually start? If you are yet to start, the next thing that I would like to know is how can people measure progress and success when they begin their fitness journey? Should we take 1 month, 1 week, 1 year? How do you encourage people to measure their progress and success when they begin their fitness journey?
Well, it depends. What's your goal? And like I said, I really love balance, and I love a change of lifestyle. So for me, even right now, I'm not focusing on the scale. That's not the scale gives me a measurement, but I'm not focused on the scale. I'm more focused on being able to say I am going to stop snacking at night, right? Like, like you know, or I'm going to add half an hour of walking. So it's that I love measuring progress around changing the lifestyle, because changing the lifestyle, losing the weight is a result of it, right? But if you're focusing on just losing the weight, once the scale doesn't say what you want it to say, you lose your confidence, you lose your patience, right? You're worried about this scale, and the scale is going to change. The scale changes daily on whether you're dehydrated or not, on whether you ate salt or not, the scale that you're on, so many different things on why the scale changes up and down. But I want to focus on changing my lifestyle, which is going to help me lose this weight that I want to lose, if that's my goal. And it's also going to help me sustain it for much longer time. I'm not yo-yoing with diets and things. I'm just balanced as I go through life.
Wow, that is amazing. Like, this is really great, because many times I think people's expectation is, like you said, maybe losing weight. And then when they see that the scale is not measuring up the way they're expecting, then they get discouraged. But then you actually are encouraging us to rather look at the change in the lifestyle. If it's food, if it's nutrition, if it's walking, whatever I'm putting in, that is what I have to see that, oh, it's working in one way or the other. Of course, I have a question here. It says, how often, from a few points, how often should a person weigh themselves?
So they say they say so many different things. You don't even know what to believe, right? I'm doing a program right now where I'm weighing myself every day because the program says to weigh myself every day. I don't care what, I lift weights. I drink water, and sometimes I eat, I have my fair share of, what do you call those salsa chips? And, so I don't care about the scale. I care about, changing the lifestyle. So like I said, right now I'm doing it on a daily basis. You do it whenever you want. You do it whenever you want. The thing is that if you're putting all of your focus on that scale, you will be disappointed because it's going to go up and it's going to go down. So if you have the understanding that, hey, the scale is a measurement and it's going to go up and it's going to go down and it's not going to discourage me from my journey, then you do that. But it's up to you.
Wow, it's really up to you. We also have another comment that was posted on one of the pages. I think I'm bringing it up. It says, the vast majority of men do not take their annual clinical appointments very seriously. How can you get them to go to their annual medical checkups? Because I think one of it, when you said that, really, it depends on what your doctor is saying and everything. So he's asking, how do we get them to take their annual medical checkups?
No, I mean, I guess they need to get a wife.
Absolutely. For sure.
That'll do it.
Oh, yes. The wife will push you. The wives will push you to do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The thing is that you have to, you own this, right? You have to be an advocate for yourself, right? You want to know what is going on in your body. Right? I want to know. I know my family history from maternal, paternal, so that I know what I need to prevent. And then I go to the doctor so that I can get my regular checkup. I don't know how to make a man go. But you have to be able to prioritize yourself and understand that you need to understand what is going on in your body.
Wow, that is great, because I think many times the conversation, especially about family history of sickness, people would or took it or accepted that, oh, for us it's diabetes, for us it's hypertension, for us it's asthma. And then they are kind of accepted it. But obviously, knowing your history, knowing what could affect you, and like even you said earlier, you can reverse it because you don't want to be the one that is continuing this trajectory. And it's great. Thank you. Thank you, really.
Because it's very related. It's very related to your lifestyle.
Wow.
Right. So it's not, you may be, I can't remember what the word is, predetermined, whatever. I can't remember what the word is.
I think so. Yeah, I'll find out.
Predisposed.
Okay.
So you're predisposed to have those diseases because it's there, right? But you don't have to have it. It's the lifestyle. It's the lifestyle that brings it out. It's what you're doing. So you decide, I don't have anything that my people have. I don't have anything
because you decided that no, you don't want to be part of that statistics.
No, we're no longer passing that down, right? I don't want that. We are promoting generational health.
That is amazing. We are promoting generational health. And thank you so very much. I cannot thank you enough for this conversation on how we can actually boost our health with fitness, and truly, truly appreciate. But before I actually let you go, if you can give us, first and foremost, when somebody wants to reach out to you, because certainly I would love to really talk to you because you are a certified CDC certified lifestyle coach. What other things can you help people with, and how can people really reach out to you if they try to?
Sure. My website is vfhealthfitnesssolutions.com. Social media is great. Follow me at VF Coach Val. I had to think about that for a second, but it's VF Coach Val on Instagram and Facebook. And
Okay.
I will answer you within like 24 to 48 hours for sure. So those are the best ways to reach me.
Absolutely. All right. So we are going to bring your website up in a moment so that people can see it. Yes. So this is the website. If you ever go to the website, it's vfhealthfitnesssolutions.com. And then you can learn all about Coach Val and the services that she provides. And yes, you want to really be there to see and learn about how you can be part of such a journey, and better still, how you can start a fitness routine for yourself. Thank you so very much, Coach Val, for your time. But before I let you go, finally, please, if you can give me your concluding remarks.
So you see that class that you just saw with all of the folks. Those are donation based. There they are, all ages. Those are free classes. So I do donation based classes in North Minneapolis at North Market on Mondays and Fridays at 6 p.m. And because I want to make fitness accessible to us. So you just come in, you register through the website, you register through my my social media, and you just join us. That's where you start. My closing remark is really have balance, find balance, and really focus on changing your lifestyle that is going to sustain you for the rest of your life. You have one body. You're living with that one body. You want to take care of that one body. And that will be it.
That is amazing. Find a lifestyle and, of course, find a balance. And always remember that we and you and everyone, we have that one body and we have the responsibility to take good care of it. Thank you so very much, Coach Val, for your time. Truly, truly appreciate whilst we are having this education really for everyone, but of course, especially encouraging residents of Brooklyn Park here in Minnesota to really find a way to regularly exercise, find their balance, and then see how this can help improve your physical and, of course, mental health, as well as leading to longer and healthier lives. That is what we want. That is the ultimate. And thank you so very much, Coach Val, for being here and for the work that you do in the community. Truly, truly appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me anytime.
Absolutely. All right. Just gone by was Coach Val. And of course, we truly, truly appreciate your time. And we truly appreciate everybody who joined the conversation from far and near. And we encourage you to please share this video. If there's somebody that you want them to listen, to be encouraged, to be inspired, especially if they have started a fitness journey, please share the video with them. If there's somebody that started it and somehow along the line lost the motivation to continue, please share the video with them. And of course, for yourself, learn how you can actually make the necessary changes to get better with your health, especially in the area of fitness. My name is Collins Kofiopon. Thanks to everybody who actually was part of this, and of course to the team here at African Let's Talk. So thank you so very much, as well as to the Brooklyn Parks ARPA funding for supporting this conversation. Thank you. And of course, have a good evening, everyone. Until we meet again another time right here on African Let's Talk. My name is Collins Kofiopon. Have a great evening.
Jesús ya la